but it's that juxtaposition, position between the two of them. And sometimes we're always we're struggling, or we're grappling with trying to let go so that we can go on to the next thing, and we end up, I think, in between a pull. But until we let go of this, we can't go forward. And I feel like that, in the house and life and everything, we have to let go of things in order for God to bless us with more things, so that we can,
And
walk
what
in
verse
the
is that?
fullness. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans of you, says the Lord, to give you a hope in the future. God wants to give us a hope in the future, but the future is here. It's not in our past. So unless we let go of the past, we can't get to our future. So I think we have to learn to let go. And I think in the house, that's what I'm doing. I'm just letting go. I'm ready for the new season. I'm ready to move into the new decade that God has for me. I'm ready to move into all that He has for me. So I have to let go of everything that was in my past in order to ascertain or to walk into everything He has for me next.
Amen.
So what am I holding on to?
Don't hold on, huh?
Nope. It's above me now.
It's above me now. It's above me now.
Oh, honey, look. That would have been us.
Mhm.
Jesus, it is not. Regret comes from when you don't let go when you know you should.
Regret comes from what now?
When you don't let go when you know you should.
Regret comes from when you don't let go and you know you should.
Or you should change, or you should move to the next area. And that's why we have regret. Why? Because we didn't do what we know we're supposed to do. I'll be talking about this in the women's thing. We're going to be talking about power. Well, power comes from prayer, but it's obedience before we get to worship. So people pray, but then they don't obey. So they never get to the thankful. They never get to the worship. They're stuck in that level of disobedience. But until you obey, you don't get what you pray, because faith without works is dead. So praying is going to automatically cause you to have a corresponding action that you will have to obey in order to get what you prayed for.
True.
And so, and I think, people forget that. Like you said, nothing about obedience but to obey. We've got to learn as believers to walk in obedience to God.
24/7.
To walk in the fullness of all that He has for us, and say, oh, I know God told me, and I should have done what God told me. You should have done what God told you. You think you're going to walk in the blessing? It doesn't work that way. So we've got to learn to quickly obey faster in these last days. Anyway, just thoughts.
It's good, baby. It's good. That's good. First things first.
Yeah, first things first. You have to pray.
Pray,
You have to obey. And
obey,
you have to worship.
And worship.
And that will bring power.
And that'll bring power.
Yeah.
Amen. You got to pray this and make it. That'd be a good song.
MC Jerry.
MC Jerry. And most people don't want to obey. They want to do what they want to do and want God to bless it. So, it ain't God. Let's call it Ishmael.
No. Well, Ishmael, he did something, but he didn't do what God told him to do.
Right.
Or told him not to do. Some things we're supposed to do, some things we're not to do. He did something God told him not to do.
Mm-hmm.
A right act at the wrong time.
He got ahead of God. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
right act at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
He got ahead of God
Mm-hmm.
instead of with God.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad part is him almost killing his son, second son, showed more obedience than him having to have his first son.
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Wow. Talking about Abraham. Wow. Wow. All right. Here at Dairy Queen, waiting for our ice creams. Can't wait. Kids are gone to a youth conference, and it's just me and my Pookie.